Tonight, the world holds its breath. The guns are quiet for now, and a 72-hour clock has begun to tick. By noon on Monday, Hamas must return every remaining Israeli hostage, alive or dead. In exchange, Israel will release 250 Palestinian prisoners. The promise is peace, or at least its rehearsal, but in Gaza, the word peace sounds brittle against the rubble. In Tel Aviv, hostages' square glows with hope. Families clutch photographs that have faded under 2 years of sun and grief. One man says, "For the last 2 years I didn't breathe. Now the breath is coming back." A young woman says quietly, "Tonight feels different." You can sense the trembling hope that this may be the last Saturday. They must gather beneath those banners and candles, the last night of waiting. Yet while Israel prepares to receive its sons and daughters, Gaza limps into an uneasy dawn. In the north, 500,000 Palestinians are walking home through streets that no longer exist. An orange Volkswagen van, piled high, twice its height with blankets and chairs, moves like a relic through dust and ruin. A nurse, Hannah Al-Madoun, says she's turned back when she saw her old neighbourhood. Everything was destroyed. There's no life. Another, Paula Tobin of UK Med, reports from Al-Mawasi that they are critically short of even painkillers and gauze. We're treating abscesses and infected wounds, she says, because people walk barefoot through rubble. In Gaza, hospitals ration paracetamol as if it were gold. The city's municipality has only 4 bulldozers to clear the roads. 85% of its wells are dead, and yet through the ruins people walk with Palestinian flags, because hope is the last thing one surrenders. It looks not unlike the scenes of the 10 Commandments with Charlton Heston walking through the desert. The World Food Programme has food for 3 months, but no corridors to deliver it. The UN pleads for open crossings. Still in Washington and Jerusalem, the vocabulary is technical: scaling up, stabilization, phased withdrawal. On the ground, the words are hunger, thirst, dust. This afternoon, inside the Gaza Strip, a very different scene unfolded. At an IDF command table, maps were spread across the metal surface, creased and sun-bleached. Steve Witkoff, the American envoy, sat beside Jared Kushner, Admiral Brad Cooper of CENTCOM, and the Israeli Chief of Staff, Lieutenant General Eyal Zamir. Cameras captured them leaning in, the sons and stewards of power tracing lines through a land in ruins. They just toured the returning hostages centre at Re'im, where Israel rehearses the homecomings. Helicopters, doctors, military rabbis ready to receive both the living and the dead. The US insists there will be no boots on the ground, only coordination, but coordination looks to the hungry a lot like distance. That same evening, Witkoff and Kushner joined hostages' families in Tel Aviv, greeted by applause. Former hostage Noah Argamani was there too. For those families, Trump's plan is the final act of an unbearable weight. One father said simply, "It's too soon to open champagne. We're counting the hours." In Jerusalem, US and Israeli flags line the streets. In Tel Aviv, a billboard shows Donald Trump's face with the words, "Thank you, Mr. President." He will arrive on Monday, speak at the Knesset, then fly to Egypt for a summit with Macron, al-Sisi, and perhaps others who wish to claim a part in this frail peace. The theatre of diplomacy will play out on bright marble floors, while Gaza's survivors still dig with their hands. But even as the world applauds, Hamas has recalled 7,000 fighters, appointing new governors, all men of arms, to cleanse Gaza of outlaws. So while one hand signs, the other reloads. A Hamas official told AFP that disarmament is out of the question. Netanyahu replies that Gaza will be demilitarized, the easy way or the hard way. The deal rests on those 2 sentences, a paradox in which each side defines peace as victory. We're witnessing not the end of a war, but a contest over its meaning. Can a ceasefire build on exhaustion rather than reconciliation? And can it endure? Can aid convoys move faster than cynicism? Can hostages come home without creating new ones? One must give the moment its due. For the first time in 2 years, both sides have paused the killing. People are walking north. Hospitals prepare for arrivals, not casualties. And in Hostages Square, the air feels different. For the last 2 years, I didn't breathe, the man said. Now the breath is coming back. I hope it lasts long enough for breath to become life. and for life to become peace.